Now, there's a hidden problem in the trading world that a lot of traders don't actually talk about, and some are not even aware of. And that is an addiction to screen time. So I'm not using that term lightly or dramatically. I'm describing a genuine pattern of behavior that is potentially destroying many traders' health, relationships, and ironically, their trading performance. The average trader can spend between 8 to 12 hours a day watching screens, and many don't even realize it. Now, between pre-market analysis, active trading hours, post-market review, and checking positions on mobile devices, screen time adds up quickly. What starts as a professional dedication gradually becomes an obsessive need to monitoring every price action move. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Information overload reduces decision quality by 40%. Research consistently shows that beyond a certain point, additional information doesn't improve decision making. It affects it in a negative way. Yet most traders operate under this illusion that more data, more charts, more news, and more screen time will give them an edge over traders. Now, it is important if you're a beginner trader, it's important to get that screen time. You know, they say 10,000 hours, of course, and it's important to study, do your education, and build knowledge. However, when you're in a place where you're a competent trader, it's important to be aware of how much screen time you are having. Eye strain and mental fatigue peak after 3 to 4 hours of intensive screen work. But most traders push through these natural warning signals. They drink more coffee, adjust their screen brightness, or take pain relievers for headaches. Meanwhile, their decision-making abilities simply deteriorate with each additional hour they spend staring at charts. Now, the irony is that excessive screen time often produces the opposite of what traders are seeking. So today, our presentation is on screen time management and finding the right balance. Now, you may want to take some notes today, but I hope you find value in this and at least think about implementing some of these ideas, suggestions, and techniques if you are in that bracket of excessive screen time. One of the most counterintuitive truths about successful trading is that watching every price movement often leads to worse performance, not better. Understanding this contradiction is crucial for anyone serious about long-term trading success. Over monitoring increases emotional trading decisions. Every small move against your position feels like an emergency requiring immediate action. Your trading plan developed during calm moments gets overwhelmed by the emotional urgency created by watching every tick or candle. When you monitor positions too closely, normal market volatility becomes a source of stress. A position that's perfectly fine as part of your long-term strategy suddenly feels dangerous when you watch it fluctuate minute by minute. The daily charts that showed a clear trend suddenly become less relevant when you're watching 5-minute candles create temporary patterns. Now, this noise to signal problem is why many traders find themselves taking trades that make sense on short-term time frames. Constant monitoring shifts your focus from the bigger picture that drives sustainable profits. Physical tension from extended screen time affects judgments in ways that most traders don't recognize. Neck tension, eye strain, and the stress of maintaining focus for hours creates physical discomfort that your brain interprets as psychological stress. Now, this physical tension makes you more likely to exit trades too early, enter trades impulsively. Your best trades often happen when you're not watching because they develop over hours or days, not minutes, depending on what type of trader you are. The positions that produce the largest profits typically require patience and the ability to ignore short-term fluctuations. Professional traders understand that their job isn't to watch every price movement, it's to identify high probability opportunities, enter positions with appropriate risk management, and allow their analysis to play out. The market will do what it does regardless of how you intently watch it. To manage screen time effectively, you need to understand what prolonged screen exposure does to your body and how these physical changes directly impact your trading performance. This is about maintaining the physical foundation that supports a clear thinking and good decision making. Blue light disrupts the circadian rhythms and sleep quality by suppressing that melatonin production, particularly when you're exposed to screens in the evening. Poor sleep quality affects every aspect of cognitive function: attention, memory, emotional regulation, and decision-making ability. Now, if you're checking positions or analyzing charts late into the evening, you're literally sabotaging the sleep your brain needs to trade effectively the next day. Sleep disruption creates a vicious cycle. Poor sleep leads to increased caffeine consumption, which leads to later bedtimes, which leads to more evening screen time, which leads to worse sleep. Breaking this cycle often requires strict boundaries around evening screen time. Forward head posture from looking at screens creates chronic neck and back pain that affects more than just physical comfort. This postural stress triggers your nervous system's threat response, increasing cortisol levels and creating a state of chronic low-level stress. The physical tension from poor posture also can reduce blood flow to the brain and creates muscle fatigue that your brain interprets again as psychological stress. Now, you might be thinking you're just dealing with a stiff neck, but your trading decisions are being influenced by the stress signals created by chronic muscle tension. So again, talking about eye strain, it's important to always give your eyes a rest, to have regular breaks as much as possible. Extended periods of sitting, particularly in the forward-leaning position, common amongst traders, elevates stress hormones and inflammatory markers. This directly impairs cognitive function. So the physiological stress response affects your ability to think clearly, regulate emotions, and of course, make rational decisions. So what feels like mental tiredness is often physical exhaustion too. Understanding these physiological effects helps you recognize that screen time management is about maintaining the physical conditions that support optimal cognitive function. Our bodies have natural limits, and respecting those limits actually improves your trading performance. So let's talk about the attention residue effect. What does this mean? Well, the attention residue effect is one of the most underestimated factors destroying traders' performance. Yet most traders haven't even heard of it. Understanding this cognitive issue can dramatically improve your decision making. Task switching between multiple time frames creates mental fatigue because your brain has to constantly adjust between the different analytical frameworks. When you switch from analyzing daily charts to examining 5-minute charts to checking news feeds, each transition leaves traces of the previous task in your mind. Your brain doesn't switch cleanly between tasks like a computer switches between programs. Part of your attention remains stuck on the previous task. And this creates mental interference that reduces your effectiveness on your current task. So after hours of switching between charts, news, analysis, your attention becomes fragmented and less focused. If you're analyzing, say, the euro to the US dollar, but part of your attention is still processing the Bitcoin chart you've just closed, your analysis quality suffers on both tasks. This mental interference accumulates throughout the day. So you may find by late afternoon, you're operating with severely fragmented attention. Each chart you analyze, each news article you read, each position you monitor consumes mental energy. This depletion explains why many traders make their worst decisions in the afternoon or evening, even though they feel like they're working just as hard. So research shows that decision-making ability follows a predictable decline curve throughout the day, with the steepest drops occurring when attention is fragmented across multiple tasks. So the solution is working more deliberately, more intentionally, with clear boundaries between different activities. Professional traders structure their screen time to work with their cognitive limitations rather than against them. So I want you to think about this. Professional traders approach screen time the same way elite athletes approach training, with good planning and built-in recovery periods. Now, this framework maximizes the value of your screen time whilst preserving your physical and mental health. So, power hours. You may want to take notes here. Power hours, 2 to 3 focused sessions with specific objectives, form the backbone of professional screen time management. Instead of sitting at your desk for 8 to 10 hours with vague intentions to watch the markets, professional identity 2 to 3 specific periods when they need to be fully engaged with their screens. Now, these might include pre-market analysis, 30 to 60 minutes, active trading session, 90 to 120 minutes, and post-marker review, 30 to 45 minutes. So you can see that each session has clear objectives and defined start and end times. This focused approach often produces better results than twice as many hours of unfocused screen time. Some of the most successful traders I've worked with just manage their time so well. They don't spend all day in front of the charts because they don't need to. So please be mindful of this. Now, buffer periods of 15 minutes between intensive sessions. Allow your brain to process information and reset your intention. This is really going to be productive in your trading session. So during buffer periods, step away from all screens. Look out of the window, have a conversation, or simply sit quiet. These brief breaks restore your cognitive function and capacity. So another thing is a shutdown routine. This creates a clear end to your trading day and prevents the gradual extension of screen time that will simply destroy your work-life balance. Now, this might involve closing all trading platforms, reviewing the day's activities in a journal, and setting your intentions for the next day. This shutdown routine signals to your brain that the trading day is complete. Now, without this routine or boundaries, many traders find themselves checking positions, analyzing charts well into the evening. This disrupts sleep and personal relationships. Your physical screen setup directly impacts your cognitive performance and decision making. So it's always important to optimize your trading environment to support sustained focus while minimizing physical strain and mental overload. So single focus screen. One primary analysis screen prevents the attention fragmentation that comes from trying to monitor multiple screens. But I understand if you do, just be mindful of how you're maneuvering between each screen. So, whilst multiple monitors can be useful for organization, designating one screen as your primary focus point helps maintain clear thinking. Your primary screen should contain only the most essential information for your current task. So, next one is notification management. Turn off non-essential alerts to prevent constant interruption or disruptions. Every notification creates a micro interruption that fragments and affects your attention. Be ruthless about eliminating alerts and even turn down your phone with social media alerts. Less decisions, less stress. Now, the next one is really important, and I'm sure you already know about this, is eye level positioning. Reduce neck strain and fatigue by positioning your primary screen so that your eyes look straight ahead or slightly downward when viewing it. Now, this neutral head position, it reduces muscle tension and prevents the forward head posture that creates chronic stress and fatigue. Small improvements in your trading environment will lead to significant improvements in your trading performance. So we can all say that we're guilty of this, is the phone and the screen time when it comes to things like social media, the news. Breaking free from excessive screen time requires really good boundaries that address both the habits and neurochemical aspects of screen addiction. Now, these approaches help you regain control over your relationship with technology, and it helps to maintain professional performance. So my suggestion is in the evening is to have maybe a cutoff period. No screens at least 1 hour before bed is perhaps the most important digital boundary for traders, if not for anyone actually. The blue light from screens suppress melatonin, as I mentioned before, and it makes it harder to sleep. Poor sleep directly impacts your cognitive performance. So it's important, if you can, to establish a firm cutoff. Perhaps 9, 10 p.m., whatever time you go to bed or to sleep, at least an hour before. Weekend breaks, 4 trading screens or 4 trading screen breaks on Saturdays provide essential recovery time for your mind and body. Designate at least 1 full day per week as screen-free. Allowing this break often provides perspective and insights that constant monitoring obscures. Phone-free zones, so many meal times you won't have the phone there. Eating without screens improves digestion. Exercise without Devices allows you to fully engage with physical activity, so maybe a walk in nature without your phone. Now, again, these are just suggestions, but they are most certainly going to help. Digital detox strategies help you regain control over when and how you engage with screens, and it makes your screen time much more productive and less addictive. So, as we come to the end of the presentation, I hope this has really helped to bring in some awareness, because a lot of the time traders don't realize how much time they're actually spending in front of the screens, and it's not good for us. So, to manage screen time effectively, you need objective measures of how your current habits are affecting your performance, your health, and overall well-being. These key performance indicators, KPIs, help you make data-driven decisions about your screen time management. Maybe you want to keep sleep quality scores of how you're sleeping. Maybe you want to monitor how your energy levels are throughout the day. How much water are you drinking? Are you drinking too much coffee? Are you taking the breaks that you need during the day? All of these are very important. So, the goal is finding the sweet spot where you're sufficiently informed and engaged without crossing into counterproductive overuse. Remember, the market rewards watching less, not watching more. Quality of attention builds quantity of hours every time. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. I will see you next week. Thank you. Hello and welcome to this guided professional hypnosis, helping you to achieve trading consistency. So when you're ready, begin by finding a comfortable position. Whether you're seated or lying down, allow your eyes to gently close when you're ready. And I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose. And let's begin now. Slowly exhale through your mouth. Let each breath take you more deeply relaxed. I'm here to support you, to guide you. So let go, trust, and enjoy this experience now. As you continue to breathe, notice the pattern, the feeling of your breath in and out. With each inhalation, feel a wave of relaxation washing over you. And I want you to allow that tension to melt away now. Let it go. As you exhale, let go of any thoughts or distractions. Just allow yourself to relax. I'm going to start to relax your body. So focus your attention on the top of your head. And imagine a warm, soft light beginning to shine down on you. Gently calming every part of your body. As it flows from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Feel the light relaxing your forehead, your eyes, your cheeks. Let them soften. As the light continues to flow down to your neck and shoulders, feel the weight of the world lifting away now. And with every breath you take, that soothing light spreads down your arms, down your stomach, releasing that tightness, down into your hips and legs until it reaches your feet. Your whole body is now bathed in the calming light, deeply relaxed and completely at ease. As you settle into this state of relaxation, allow your mind to drift. Picture yourself on the edge of a calm lake now. The water is smooth and still. This lake symbolizes your trading mindset, deep, tranquil, and focused. To deepen this relaxation, imagine that with each number I count, you'll feel yourself even deeper into this state of calm. So ready. 10. Feeling your body relaxing. 9. Letting go, relaxed. 8. Deeper and deeper still. 7. Feeling peaceful and calm. 6. Halfway there now. Drifting deeper still. 5. Deeper and deeper. 4 and 3. Almost there now. 2. Your subconscious mind is open and receptive. 1. You are now in deep relaxation, a place where your subconscious mind is open to positive suggestions that is going to improve your trading consistently. In a moment, I will guide you through a process of visualization and suggestions to help you achieve your trading goals. So in your own time, imagine yourself in your trading environment. You're surrounded by your screen or screens displaying various charts. Notice how calm and focused you are, fully in control of your emotions and decision making. Now visualize yourself analyzing the markets with clarity and precision. Each chart you observe well. You understand this and have a real feel for the markets. Repeat to yourself, I am a consistent and disciplined trader. I trust in my analysis. I believe in my ability and potential. I know exactly when to enter and when to exit my trades. I am patient in my decisions and never force trades. I allow trades to come to me. I am in control. Feel these suggestions becoming a part of you, anchoring deeply into your subconscious mind. Imagine the feeling of satisfaction you experience when you take a trade that aligns with your setup. How good that feels. Now, as you go deeper and deeper, allow this feeling of calm and confidence to settle deeper within. Every single day, every week, you are becoming a consistent trader. Consistent in your mindset, consistent in your approach. You are consistent even during volatility and challenging times. And as you relax deeply now, you're going to feel this sense of calm every time you trade. Sticking to your plan and rules is second nature. And even when fear shows up, you come back to your breath. You allow yourself to attain this consistency. You are the one that's in control. And every day, every week, every month, you are consistently achieving great performance, discipline, patience, focus, and clarity. Now picture yourself experiencing volatility. Perhaps something unpredictable occurs. You are relaxed. In the past, you may have reacted out of fear, impulse trading. That's in the past. Visualize yourself remaining calm and composed. You analyze the situation, free from fear and self-doubt. Repeat to yourself, I remain calm and focused. I allow myself to remain in control. I am disciplined and make good decisions. Allow these to anchor deeply into your subconscious. You are capable of achieving consistency in your trading. In fact, trading is becoming easier for you. You find it second nature to stick to your plan and trust your process. Your intuition also guides you perfectly. Now let's look into your future. Imagine it is a month from now. You wake up in the morning refreshed and ready to trade. You sit down at your trading station, calm, composed, relaxed, focused. As you do, notice how you naturally follow your strategy without hesitation. Visualize a week where you follow your rules every single day. Imagine the consistency you feel as each successful trade reinforces your belief in your abilities. And relax now. Envision how proud you feel of your progress. You are a successful, consistent trader. And you go from success to success every day, every week, every month. You are a consistent trader. Everything's anchored deeply into your subconscious for your highest good, growing stronger every minute of every day, of every hour. As we prepare to bring this experience to a close, know that you can return to this relaxed state whenever you wish. In a few moments' time, I am going to wake you. Counting from 1 to 5, at the count of 5, you'll be back in the room with me. Peaceful, calm, focused, with a consistent mindset. You can do this. Thank you for taking the time today. I wish you all the best in your trading journey.